What's up, family? I'm Real Mike Rob. Make sure you tuning in to the 3-point conversion radio. They got all of it and they keep it funky. Let's get it.
What up? What up? What up? It's your man, Mr. Controversy. Did you miss me? You're back inside the 3-point conversion sports lounge. Glad to be back, and I got my guy to the right of me. My guy Mace. What up, dog?
Hey man, listen. Can't nothing disturb my groove, man. My oldest angel, she getting that master's degree on Saturday. I can't wait to get my second degree from this child. It's a wrap. She got a job. She done signed the deal. She passed her certification. Hey man, we can't lose around here, baby. We can't lose around here, man. We cannot lose.
That's great, man.
And she went through undergrad and grad. No student loans, dog. No student loans.
Woo.
She don't owe Uncle Sam nada.
She winning, dog.
Winning.
Whew. She winning, dog. God, congrats, man. That's what's up, bro.
Woo!
I know you gotta be happy, man.
Hey man, one down, one to go. One down, one to go.
I hear that, bro. Man, that's great news, bro.
It's crazy, man.
That's great news.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
How does that feel, man?
Dude, it's unbelievable. It's crazy because when she got her undergrad, she felt like she need. Oh my God, Dad, I need a break. But it's like now she's sitting there like, I probably should have went and got my master's right after my undergrad, but nevertheless, she's done now, man. I can feel it. The stress and the pressure is off her now. She on the other side of it, man. It's a beautiful feeling. I'm probably gonna cry this time. I was trying to be a thug during the undergrad, but I'm gonna cry Saturday. I already know I'm cry Saturday.
You was trying to be a thug, dog?
Oh yeah, I try to be a thug. I ain't had no shade, so I was like, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? This is what we do. I can already feel it. I'm be emotional on Saturday. Yeah, I'm gonna cry. Chances are good I'm gonna cry.
That's what's up. Hey man. At this age, at this time, who we are, when you cry, that means it's something good, dog. That's something real good, bro. That's what's up, man. Look, that made my day, dog.
It's fire, man.
That made my day.
It's one of the best feelings in the world, man. Because, like I say, we had this vision for our kids, and you just always tell them, you just stay the course. If you really listen to me, like, I really know what I'm talking about. I know I'm just your daddy. I know. Mm-hmm. If you really listen, I can guide you through this thing.
Right.
And so, like I say, one down, one more to go, man. So she putting pressure on this little sister, but whatever, man. Ain't nothing wrong with a little pressure. A little pressure ain't never hurt nobody.
No. Never. That's what's up, man. Like I said, I'm happy for you, dog.
Appreciate that, dog.
Man, what a great way to start the show. But yo, man, we got a good show. Some questions. Yeah, some questions that came up and some things that happened that make you wonder if they doing the right thing or not. First off, man, we definitely got to hit this. Your old home. Oh, that's another thing we got to do today too, dog.
Yeah.
We got to introduce your team. I know you've done it officially, but we're gonna do it here just in case they ain't see it.
It feels so good, and like I said, people trying to tag me and stuff. That say, hey man, they ain't got nothing to do with me.
Right.
They ain't got nothing to do with me, man. I could care less. I can analyze it for you, but yeah, it don't affect me. I'm good.
Right. What? Okay. So, and what he's referring to is the Dallas Cowboys trading for George Pickens. A lot of people were shocked at this. I was, in a sense. I guess, I was shocked. I guess the way it came up. You know what I'm saying? I don't think none of us was looking for it. And none of us, you see Jacob, all right, clowning. None of us was looking for it. You know what I'm saying? For Dallas and
Now you know what? I had called it when they signed DK. It's no way they're gonna keep DK and George Pickens. There's just nowhere they're gonna do that. It's
right.
Not enough footballs. Not enough footballs.
And that's my thing. It wasn't the fact that he got traded, but I guess it's when and then who. But we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
Also, Toni Kukoc came out, man, and
all these dudes love to talk, man. These dudes love to talk today.
Yeah, and Toni Kukoc, and he was I guess apparently he was doing an interview and someone brought it up about something article that was wrote on him and comparing him to Luka, and Toni said he agrees that he would have been Luka back if he didn't play with the Bulls. So we're gonna touch on that. Also,
we'll talk about it.
We talk about it. Also, the NBA playoffs, bro. How great has it been?
Fire.
It's been crazy, dog. Like, it's to the point I'm not going to, even if it's late, I'm trying to stay up to watch the game because I can't go to sleep because I don't want to miss what could happen.
That's why you gotta take them naps. That's why naps are crucial. I'm gonna get by 4:00. I'm taking a nap. I'm napping.
Yeah, very crucial, dog. So yeah, we can't miss it. But it's been great. We're gonna get into that. Also, we got to talk about. I made a post. I don't know if you saw it, Mace, about Jayson Tatum. And did you see it? I don't know if you saw it. You did, and people. But it was a good question, and it made me go even further because what I said is what I said. But it made me really think. Why isn't he the face of the NBA? Because they're looking for an American to be a face of the NBA. So why isn't he we'll go down the list of why he should be or what have you, you know. But y'all listen, Jacob said naps are crucial. Ask James Harden every game 7 ever. Oh, that is funny. that is funny.
It's crazy.
Also, let me see. 1 second. I was at the game last night, the Braves game. I covered the Braves game. And they couldn't score. It was boring and all of that. But at the end, they came back. Fairchild made a great running. It was like you said, your boy. It was Michael Harris, and then Fairchild. Great base running. Chris Sale did great. So I kind of want to ask you, and we're gonna talk about it. Sometimes those type of wins can be what you need.
Oh yeah,
and not necessarily even for the team. It could be just for a player like Michael Harris or even Ozzie. Ozzie was hitting the ball hard last night. So, it's just we'll see. Then we got Dr. Fowler coming in with Ask a Doc. We got to ask him some questions about the injuries going on in the NBA. And then we got Stop It. And we got a quick hit. So please let your family and friends know they can listen to the show or look at the show live on the 3 Point Conversion Facebook page, also on the 3 Point Conversion YouTube channel. All right. And we're getting it on at 3pointconversion.com. Hey, man. It's time to get to these quick hits.
Let's go, baby.
Let's get it. First off, if y'all hadn't paid attention to this Byron Scott situation, man. So he's getting sued, right?
Whew.
And I had to read it again because I was kind of dumbfounded. I'm not gonna lie. So basically, this lady's coming out and she's suing him for sexual assault, right?
Yeah.
He said he sexual assaulted her. This happened in 87. Now, I was like, wow. Now, the lawsuit was placed in 2021. And the judge, and when it came out, Byron Scott was like, yo, take my name. I don't want my name to be on it. When that came out, I already know, okay, this joker did something. He, dog. I mean, I get it sometimes, but I don't know. Judge said, nope, out of state of California, and because of the type of case, whatever, and your name's gonna be allowed to be seen, and whatever. Anyway, she's suing Byron Scott that he sexually assaulted her in 1987 in a janitorial closet at a high school. Right. And and he said, and so it says that they went in the locker room, they went in the janitorial closet. He was filling all up on it and everything, whatever else happened. And she said she was 15 years old. 15. This happened when she was 15. So I'm not even gonna lie. When I first saw it, I'm looking like, okay, no, I doubt that. The joker was like 25, 27, or something like that. So then I continue to read. And so what happens is Byron Scott is saying that, like I said, it was at a high school, it was at a team function, whatever, in the summertime. Byron Scott said he did that, or he was with her. He said it was consensual, and he didn't know that he thought she was 18, at least 18 years old. Come on, Byron. Come on, dog. And so she's suing him, and she wants him to pay the lawyer fees, of course, and she wants him to pay for the earnings or whatever, the lost earnings. I thought it said lost earrings when I first read it. I'm like, okay, she tripping now. But lost earnings, I thought it said earrings because I was reading it fast. But anyway, Mace, I'm gonna let you take a stab at it, dog. What in the R. Kelly is going on here?
So, what happened to statute of limitations? First and foremost, like, you mean to tell me today I could get in trouble for something I did 88, 89, 90, 91, high school, college. I mean, like, I get in trouble for that today, but that's neither here nor there. We know it was like the Wild Wild West during the Showtime era.
Right.
But come on, Byron. You a Laker. You were a big time Laker too. You would be Scott. You were number 4 on the wing. You mean to tell me you got to be in a high school janitorial closet with a chick? I mean, y'all were outside, B. Scott. I mean, the Forum was a club. It was It's Hollywood. Why are you in a janitorial closet with a young lady. It makes no sense. And the fact that in 2025, this happened in 1987, and he's having to answer for that today.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, with the way media coverage and everything, I mean, he has a nice podcast going.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is about to be tough because we see that when you get these accusations, they start snowballing, and that's not what you want, especially when we live in this news cycle. Everything is, it's we're gonna get this information, then we're gonna get this information.
Right.
It's like it just starts piling up, and for Byron Scott, he has to wonder, like, is it anything else out there? He's probably hoping that somebody do something crazy to knock this out of out of our thought process, because you got to be able to survive the news cycle. You need something else crazy to happen to knock you out of everybody's collective conscious. But right now, this is not a good look. B. Scott, this is not a good look at all.
It's not a good look. Like I said, when I was reading, I'm looking like, okay, here we go. Let's see. Like, then she going back to 87. Like, so, and I'm being real. Most of me is like, come on now. And as I'm reading this over, when I see his lawyer say Byron Scott is aware of this, and he's not denying that it happened, but he thought that she. Oh my God, dog. Come on, bro. Now, I'm not saying we tell the truth, shame the devil. Come on, we're gonna talk.
Yeah, no doubt.
Family. I'm not saying that it's possible. Especially in today's world, you got some little girls that be dressing up and they grown with the hormones. They look older than what they are.
Right.
But this is 1987, dog.
Yeah, they weren't putting stuff in the milk.
They went,
stuff in the eggs, church's
chicken
and
all that, right?
They weren't putting steroids and everything. Right. Like, if she was 17, if she was 15, she looked 15.
Right.
I think we can all, go through our high school experience. I think, if I can recall, like, we was 15, you was 8th, 9th grade, maybe 10th grade or whatever. We probably had, like, in my class, like, maybe 5 girls who were, like, out of, say it was 700 people in our class.
Right.
We maybe had 5 girls who, at 15, you were like, oh yeah, she, so she, everybody else, pretty much, we were all built alike, pretty much.
Right. Right.
Like, girl,
playing open.
Girl, you what? So
I don't know if you ever heard of open chess. We used to play open chess or whatever, where chess open, you just punch them, boom, open chess. And we was playing that with the game.
We used to call it buttermilk.
Right. Or we call it, we did strawberry. Strawberry. You can't say no S words, but right.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right though. And that's what I'm saying. But you're saying this as a high schooler. So think about it. If a girl, and we just being real, at high school at 15 years old, if a young girl, even she had just a little bit of breast, to us, she looked older. I was grown. But this is a 27-year-old, or 20, however old he was.
Yeah.
25, I think it was 27 or 25, whatever. He know the difference. Yeah, you shouldn't be getting faked out by no 15-year-old. Not even how she looked, just how she acts.
Yeah.
That's a big difference.
Yeah.
Even now, when I look at my daughter's 14, when I see how she just, and when I mean acts, I'm just talking about just normal activity, like just talking to her sister. I was looking like, dang, was I acting like this when I was 15? I thought I was grown at 15. I couldn't have been.
What are y'all talking about?
Yeah. So I can't imagine him thinking,
Right.
nah, dog.
Yeah.
And then the
Yeah.
fact that you went in the closet and locked the door. Come on, dog. Right
Yeah.
there, that gives signs you knew you was bogus on what you was doing.
Yeah, and you didn't have to be down. You were part of the Showtime Lakers. Why you weren't hanging out with Magic? Because Magic was clearly getting it in.
Right.
Magic was getting it in. I would have
Magic,
been riding Magic coattails.
dog,
I've been catching Magic fallout.
dog. When Magic was kissing Janet Jackson and all, come on, dog. I'm hey, what they call him, Buck. Hey, Buck, I'm with you, Buck. What we rolling? I'm with you, Buck. I'm rolling with you today. Come on, dog.
I've been with Magic every day, dog.
Every day.
Magic, what we doing today? Bet I'm with it.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
Jacob, I keep saying this grown women scare a lot of men. Robbie so dog. That's man, that's he tripping. He tripping. All right.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
That could have ended quick hits real quick. But Steph Curry came out that he's going to be out at least a week.
Yeah.
With a strained hamstring.
Yeah.
What was crazy is, did you see the fact that he went? He heard it. I saw him hurt it. Then he was limping around, like, "Yo, y'all need sub me out." And then he barely jogged back on the next play, got the ball, came off the screen, and went up and did a jump off the right foot.
Yeah.
The right foot now, and threw a runner, went in. It's Steph.
Muscle memory, dog. It's Steph. It's Steph.
Crazy. And then I don't know if you all heard. So Minnesota's head coach Chris Finch is asking the league to investigate the way they were contacting Rudy Gobert during game one.
What he need to be contacting is him not telling his team stop shooting them damn threes.
Right.
That's what we need to be contacting. Need to be, hey, how about y'all put the ball on the floor and go to the basket? Because I mean, this 2 games in a row that they've been awful from beyond the arc.
Awful.
They must want to go home.
They must want to go home. They do.
Yeah, they must want to go home.
They do. But they realize they're not playing the Lakers no more. Like I said, that first game of the series where the Lakers was where they shot, what was it? 50. They shot like 50%.
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew then, like,
hey, live by it, die by it.
Yeah. That's it. That's what it is. So that ends quick hits. So before we start, Mace, we're going to go ahead. Mace, go ahead and let everybody know, man. Mace made a decision, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. I don't know if you were paying attention or if you saw it.
Transfer portal, baby.
He came up with the team he's going to go with. Remember, Mace been saying he's leaving Dallas for good. Made it official. He was in the transfer portal. And Mace came up with his decision. I think he's looking for he got all the jerseys anyway. But
I know he got my new quarterback jersey. I can't find my quarterback jersey, but yeah. Ram gang, baby. I'm officially LA Ram, baby. Rams, baby. Ram gang. Yeah.
What made you go with the Rams?
Well, I mean, listen. NIL package was almost too much. Have a family member on the team who,
nephew.
Who was just making, the NIL deal he was just putting on the table. I don't think no other fan base could match his NIL package. So they had a lot to do with it. Just for the simple fact that, all of the things I talked about when I was like moving on, I got to believe in the coaching staff. Mm-hmm. I got to believe in the roster. I got to believe in the front office. Mm-hmm. Can this team compete to win? Am I going to be happy during the season? Do we have a legitimate chance in the playoffs? to advance. Like, am I gonna always be one and done? I mean, I've given the Cowboys my whole life, and sometimes you gotta draw a line in the sand. And like I kept telling everybody, they make another dumb coaching hire. Brian Schottenheimer was an awful decision. How is his first head coaching job the Dallas Cowboys? I'm out. Jerry, I'm out. So again, NIL package, nephew kind of, I mean, he bribed me. I ain't even lie. He bribed me. What else you need? What you need? Oh, I know who you want to talk to. They OTAs, they doing what they doing workout right now. He go get Devontae. I'm sitting there chopping up with Devontae. Jared versus my guy. He always talking, man, you gotta keep nephew alive, man. Kobe out here, man. Come out here and whoop him. So I mean, it's like I already got a rapport with the team.
Right.
I mean, again, it's family. I basically got season tickets.
Right.
I basically got season tickets, and he sent a nice care package to get me going with all my apparel. So if y'all know me, y'all know apparel is big with me.
Right. Yeah.
And with the Rams, I really don't have to shop because all I have to do is just send nephew a picture, and he gonna send it. So,
hey man. So my question is, do perks come with being a co-host with you? And
yeah. I just need to know what hat. You know what I'm saying? You need a t-shirt. Yeah.
I like it. I mean,
I know, like, so a lot of you guys, like, now everybody know I'm just a gear guy. Like, I don't care about the team. I'm gonna wear because it matches my shoes. I'm like the other day I have Oakland A's hat and folk like, I mean, dude got on green and white and yellow shoes. So I mean,
yeah, I feel you. Everybody keep asking me. I rock I got the Kansas City Royals hat. Are you for some reason about that team? Everywhere I go, are you a Royals fan?
Yeah,
I'm just going what I got on, bro. Like, okay. Like, man, I ain't never met so many Royals fans out here. Like, apparently they out there.
Here you get everything. Because everybody's here. So it's more transplants than actual people who actually from here. So I mean,
So
that's what made the difference.
We're gonna start it, but I got, first of all, if nephew could send me I want a nephew jersey. I mean, just because your family, you know what I'm saying? So
no doubt.
I definitely represent that. I ain't mad. Somebody say something, hey man, this
it's family.
I wear it. It's family right here.
It's a family affair.
But because he's not a Packer anymore, I wish I could say something to him and talk to him about that. Because Devontae, like my favorite receiver, dog. Like,
yeah, man. Yeah.
I got to get Devontae jersey, dog.
And it's
Devontae jersey, and I got some shoes. What?
So it's crazy. God. They come to Atlanta this year.
Oh, they do?
They'll be in Nashville. They got like 3 trips this way. So yeah. So I mean, like I say, on top of the 2 trips, I'm gonna take to LA anyway. So yeah.
So you know what? And then we'll start the show. I mean, start the what we talking about.
Need to go on the planet.
I will. So I'll make sure that Rams game.
Yeah.
I go in the locker room and holler at them.
Yeah.
If I can holler at them before the game or whatever, just let them know, like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Just
we can be there. So we always he always give us a sideline game pass the day of the game. Mm-hmm. So while they warming up, how they always had the people in the little corners. So we always get the sideline.
So I'll come over there anyway. I'll come see you and we get to meet him and all that and come. Yeah, that'd be dope.
Yeah, man. I mean, it was so crazy. Pretty much they had like a little pool. And so everybody like, man, he gonna pick the ring. But a lot of people like, man, he tripping. He gonna stay with the Cowboys. I'm like, well, I am out on the Cowboys. I'm out.
Ladies and gentlemen in the chat room, Vince, Marlon, Jacob, who did y'all think he was going to? I knew he was gonna go to the Rams.
Yeah, I mean, it was
the family. Yeah,
I mean, it's been laying back here.
Right? Yeah, like I'm like, he got to go with family.
Yeah, he got to go family.
Devontae there, and they got a nice team.
Yeah. I mean, and if people really are honest about it, they should have beat the Eagles in the playoff game last year.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They had the game won.
Yeah, definitely. They had the game won. Yep.
So
man, that's what's up, man.
Like Marlon already know. Marlon know I am a gear guy. People be sending me boxes of stuff, but like say, with nephew, I mean, it's like what I don't even be asking for stuff, and stuff just be showing up. I'd be like, and then he might, about an hour like, yeah, man, you got that. Yeah, man, I got that. Yeah. Now I am concerned. Now I'm tell you what was almost a cause of concern, but almost made me fired. But maybe I will take them off the list. So nephew is in the middle of he's a Nike athlete, but he's just starting to fall in love with these Adidas. This Adidas cleat. Now they were showing like the pictures from practice the other day. You got them Adidas cleats. I said, hey man, hey bro, let's keep our Nike plug now.
Right.
Keep our Nike plug. He's like, man, don't worry about it, man. We're gonna keep Nike plug. I'm just saying, because if you an Adidas athlete, man, I mean, ain't too many selections in Adidas.
Nah.
I don't want to wear Ant-Man shoes every
I would
day.
say, like you keep saying, and then you want Ant can't go. You just keep it simple and just to make the twos look like the ones.
Yeah. And don't you drop that too? Don't you drop that? I'm gonna give you a stop it, Ant. I'm gonna give you a stop it.
All right, man. So let's go talk about May's former team, man.
Yeah.
So you ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied.
It's all basic, black and white, white and black,
white,
white, red,
solid colors, yeah.
But then if you look at James Harden shoe and then Donovan Mitchell shoe, I'm not wearing them. Dang, I'm not wearing them stuff.
So the Dallas Cowboys today made a trade, and they traded for George Pickens.
Yeah.
And they're giving up some compensation picks, right? Mace, I'm gonna tell you, like I said earlier, I was shocked that this happened, right? Mm-hmm. Very shocked.
Yeah.
But here's the thing that
he didn't. He know he didn't, Marlon. I was unfazed by it, Marlon. I was unfazed.
Oh, stupid. But here's the thing that I was like, I don't know. And I talked to Jacob about this on social media. Me and Jacob was talking about this. The fact that merch base. The fact that you talking about George Pickens?
Yeah, the nickname NFL young boy.
NFL young boy, yeah. The fact that NFL young boy is the fact that NFL young boy, he the way he acts and everything, how he gets down and everything, it's like, okay, Dallas getting a weapon. But when you think about if it's one coach, even and this coach he has a extended leash out.
Yeah.
Leash out. And that's Tomlin. Give a extended leash out. We've seen it with AB, Antonio Brown. We've seen it with other players.
Yeah.
But he's stern.
Yeah.
But if you get to the point where he's like, I can't deal with you anymore.
Yeah, man.
Now you go to somebody who hasn't been a coach before. Now he's not like his father. His father didn't play, but this is not his father.
Nope.
And when you look on that roster, who's going to keep NFL young boy? If y'all don't know, I'm talking about George Pickens. Who's going to keep him in line once he gets out of line?
Right.
That's the part that I'm worried about. Talent is there, but that's my thing, Mace. Who was there?
So
who do you see there?
I'm gonna go even deeper than that, because pretty much in Pittsburgh, he's been the number one receiver.
Right.
He was number one receiver.
Yes.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it. The majority of the targets were gonna go his way. He's walking into a team now where it's a clear-cut number one, and he's paid like the number one, and he's going to get the ball like he's the number one. So you're already coming in as the number two.
Mm-hmm.
How do you handle that? Now, you already bitching in Pittsburgh. Now, Dallas runs a more up-tempo, high-power offense. Dak is going to throw the ball 40, 45 times. So, I mean, he's going to spread it around. But the mindset, when you've always been the one, everybody can't transition from being the number one wide receiver to a number two guy. It's the hardest thing in the world to do. knowing that if it's 15 pass plays called, 10 aren't for you.
Right.
Might get 5. And then I might have to divvy them 5 between a tight end or running back. I don't know how he's gonna handle that. That's my biggest concern. Like, he's been the de facto number one. He was the de facto number one in high school, number one in college. He's been the number one since he's been in the NFL. Now he's going to the locker room where he's without a doubt the number 2 guy.
Right.
You can write in 115 catches for CD Lamb every year. You can write that in 115, easy. Does George Pickens and you got to run more than the deep ball, George Pickens.
Yep.
Now you got to run slants. Now you have to become a true route runner, or Dak not gonna get you the ball, and Dak gonna let you know, like, bro, you drifted on that route. Now I'm not throwing that because I already throw interceptions. I don't need you helping me throw interceptions. Bro, so this transition, I just want to see how he handles being the number 2 wide receiver walking in the door, and at what point do he start throwing temper tantrums? And the crazy part about it, Ralph, NFL young boy, he messing up his money because, like, one of the reasons they moved on is because, like, his extension getting ready to come up.
Yep.
You know, who finna give a problem child $35 million? Not finna do it. So I don't know. But the thing we've learned from AB, Steph Diggs, Martavius Bryant, you just name any receiver who have to end up moving on. When your problems outweigh your productivity,
yep,
it's time for you to go.
Time for you to go.
And he was at that point.
And then he's going to get more looks than he got in Pittsburgh. But the problem is, as Marlon said, the fact that you don't even want to be 1A or 1B. You just want to be 1.
Yeah.
And
you not
get that out your head. And you not that. And that's what
little butt over there make 38 million. Little butt over there make 37 million.
Not only that, Mace, I was talking to someone today. We were talking about it. And the problem I have with it is the fact that like you said, the productivity doesn't even match what you asked for. Yeah. It doesn't even match your problems.
Yeah.
What have you done?
Dude.
What have you done? What can we say? Oh, this guy, he deserves it. All we've seen is some athletic catches. That's it.
When AB was the best wide receiver in the NFL, he could do whatever. Go live in the locker room, all that, kick people, whatever. When his productivity started going down, bye AB.
Holla.
Bye AB. Went to with New England for that half of 2 games or however long he was there. He got the down there in Tampa. He was on the good behavior that first year. They won the Super Bowl. That second year, yeah. Yeah, dog. Well, he ended up self-sabotaging himself when he took off his stuff in New York and ran out the field through the peace sign.
That was it.
Let that be a cautionary tale for you, NFL young boy.
Yep. And Marlon, you're right, because when you think about it, NFL young boy, and Mace could attest to this. He could attest to this. He's a lazy route runner, first of all. And like Mace said, that's not going to work in Dallas. Now you're playing, you finally get your chance to play with a prolific quarterback. I mean, that's what Dak is.
This is the best quarterback you've ever played with. Best quarterback you've ever played with.
Ever. And he's a technician. Dak reads things, but that lazy route running,
yeah.
You're not getting the ball.
Not getting the ball. Yeah.
The other side of it is new scenery can help.
It can.
It can. It can be, because like you said, he's going to get more. He's getting more looks. Even being a number 2, you're going to get more looks. This is a passing offense.
Yeah.
And the fact that sometimes that's what it takes. New scenery.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh ain't nothing out there, but
yeah, and that's Marlon. That's one of Marlon's point. Marlon, good news for NFL young boy, and it could go against him too. It's way more to do in Dallas,
in Dallas
than in Pittsburgh. Right. Like, but Dallas is lit.
Yeah, so he might not even be focused on getting as many catches because y'all having fun.
Gonna be outside. Like, I'm outside.
Yeah. So I mean, we're gonna see if it works.
Yeah, we're gonna see.
Again,
that leash gonna be short because see, you got the dangling carrot theory now. Basically, like, hey, you either gonna earn this contract extension or, dude, you can be looking for another home, and now you're gonna start becoming that journeyman receiver. Right. And when you start doing that, hey man, you just gonna journey yourself right on out the NFL.
Right. Yeah. No, you're right. So I was and I guess it's been out, but I was reading something this morning. I was on social media and I came across where they're saying that Toni Kukoc said that he agrees with the headline. Said it said Toni Kukoc agrees. He would have been a Luka if he had not played with the Bulls. I'm not gonna lie. When I first saw it, instant stop it. This was, definitely stop it. But Mace,
when you relax,
I think it's a legitimate question.
Yeah,
I think it's a legitimate question. I'm gonna let you have the first stab at it, bro.
Hey.
So and let me give the background. So Sam Smith, who's he's a writer for Chicago Sun-Times.
Wrote the Jordan Rules, everybody.
Yeah, wrote the Jordan Rules. Wrote the article in 2021 about Toni Kukoc. And he was saying that he believed that Toni Kukoc could have been Luka before Luka, could have been a Luka product. He would have been the first Luka, been like Luka if he didn't play with the Bulls. And Toni just had a recent interview and Toni Kukoc agreed to it. So I'm gonna let you have the first stab at it. What's your thoughts on it?
I agree. I agree. I think if we relax and we think about Tony's overall skill set from when he came over, could handle, had a nice shot. Now the defense, but he had a sick skill set. It wasn't really nothing on the floor that Toni Kukoc couldn't do. And we do know he in way better shape than Luka.
yeah, that's definitely
way
true.
better shape than Luka. So
right.
I mean, I think it's very accurate. Now we never got to see Toni cook because he was there for the Jordan era. Then Jordan went away. It was kind of supposed to be Pippen team, but we saw time and time again where Field would call plays for Toni at the end of the game, which called Scotty the one. He's known for that now, thanks to the Last Dance. He brought it back up. Right. But I think that Toni, I think we didn't get to see the best of Toni because of the time period he played in Chicago and who he played with. I would have loved to see if he had his own team. Because, I mean, if we kind of remember back to how the Dream Team, what they thought about him. Mm-hmm. He was like the focal point, like, let's stop him. But, that second time they played him, Toni showed that, he was that dude. Yeah. He was definitely that dude. I agree with Brother Sam Smith. I agree with him.
Yeah, because one thing about Kukoc, when Kukoc first came to Chicago, we didn't know who he was. We were like, okay, who is this guy? We drafted this guy in 1978, and this joker still ain't played. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He was just buying out his time. He was buying out his time.
No, not Drazen. No, they're not the same player.
He wasn't that athletic.
Yeah, but with Kukoc, because he was the first big man to ever have that we saw with those skill sets. Now, granted, DC Derrick Coleman was a beast. You know, DC. The thing with DC had handles.
Yeah, but he was more of a banger though. He was more of a banger.
Yeah, he was banging. And he was flashy.
Yeah.
But with Kukoc was first of all, Kukoc was 6'11", 6'10", 6'11".
Super fundamentally sound.
Yeah, right. And Kukoc came in. He had his little swag about him, the way he would dribble. His nickname that we gave him in Chicago was the waiter because he could make all type of passes. And then not only that, he could shoot, but also he could post you up. So think about it. Somebody that was handling the rock like that could have ran point forward. So you're going to be more than likely he's going to play power forward, right? If you put a power forward on him, he's going to be quicker.
He's cooking them.
Than that power forward. And remember, he was a lefty, so that wasn't people weren't used to that. So when he fake right and go left, they always jump to the right and easy. So you're doing that. So you're going to go right past him, cooking him. But then they try to say, all right, let's get smart, put somebody small who play defense. Now I can post you up. Give me the ball. I got size on you. I can shoot when I want to.
I'm gonna shoot over you.
If he wouldn't have played with the Bulls, he would have played in the offense where they just said, all right, like Luka.
Well, he was the guy. He needed to be the guy.
He would, yeah. And I'm not saying Kukoc would have scored 30 points, 10 and 10, but Kukoc would have scored 25, 9, or 25, 8, and 9, maybe.
Dude, imagine this guy with the ball in his hand all the time.
All the time.
Man, please.
And he could shoot threes, which at that time still 3-pointers weren't known to be.
It wasn't fashionable, but
yeah, and he could shoot threes.
He extended the floor so much for the Bulls. I always just remember when they would run that triangle, and if he had the ball on the elbow, at that high elbow, and how the floor would just be so extended, and they would always get a cutting layup.
Yeah,
he could see over everybody.
Yep.
He could see, if he got that left, and like I say, so now the triangle up wide because he on the elbow, he always somebody flash, he always catch somebody cutting. He could just see to the basket, easy layup. The Bulls got so many easy layups when the triangle was kind of going through him.
And to me, he was at his best before Mike came. When he came in 94, the 93-94 season.
Yeah.
And Phil started playing him more. And that's when he was at his best. Because then it was letting him. He was the one doing the break the triangle. And and he be able to go in and do what he wanted to. Because he had a skill set.
My favorite play.
Yep. Jordan just do it one time. He'd make that face. Like, whoa,
Or Jordan palm in his left hand, be like,
right, just look at you like, bruh, like,
hey, get out of the way. Y'all know what this is.
You ain't lying, bruh. You ain't lying. But yeah, man. So I agree with him. I definitely agree with Kukoc and Sam. That's who he was. That's how good he was, man.
Yeah.
It was.
I gotta find some of these 8th grade basketball highlights. I had all the Jordan mannerisms, no game, but the mannerisms.
Who you?
Yeah, I had the Jordan mannerism, just in no game. But I had to walk down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you'd be like, he is really trying to be Jordan.
See, I used to. So I wasn't like I could shoot. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not that tall. So, and when you play like Jordan, to do fadeaways, you gotta have height. You gotta have that type of,
and you gotta be able to hang in the air that long too.
Yeah, right, and all of that. But everybody would always say, like, dude, why are you trying to play like Jordan? So I was a guy that tried to play, like, emulate him. It wasn't going all the way going down like what he did, but yeah, I was trying to post up at 5'5", you know what I'm saying? Like, but
Marlon, Marlon. I still got it.
45-degree.
Still got it. Man, shout out to Brandon Magby. So Brandon Magby in our neighborhood, He was the only person in the neighborhood who had an adjustable goal. Most folks, if you go 10 feet, just 10 foot. Brandon Marby, daddy make it 8, 7, 6. Dog, we used to
All
do
the way.
the little rock the cradle.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, 8 foot, not at 10, 8. Oh yeah, Marl, I had the knee brace down on the calf with it
The
turned over
wrist.
one time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
The
man.
wristband on the yeah.
And then I was one of the folk who always wore the Jordan. So I
Well, see, the funny thing was in Chicago. Now I didn't have Jordans like that, but my brother bought me some pair of Jordans. When I was younger. Matter of fact, he brought me the 7s. And the Bugs Bunnies.
yeah.
But I was gonna say, I remember. So in Chicago, how like these days, you're not gonna find nobody playing the Jordans for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got money.
Yeah.
Back then, it was guaranteed. If you wore Jordans, we see this joke about a hoop today, huh?
Yeah.
Like it was mandatory. You got to ball out,
Yeah.
or you had to take them off.
And see that's crazy because here, if a dude had on Jordans, you weren't picking him. You like,
why?
Man, because you like, man, he can't play, man. He out here trying to hoop in the Jordans. He can't play. He can't play.
That's funny, dog. Up there, you played in your Jordans, but if you played in your Jordans, it was like,
I'll tell you, and run and shoot. Let a dude walking in with some Jordans on. He gonna be sitting over there the whole time. Unless some of his partners come in and pick him. But you like, he can't play, man.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, dog. Yeah,
that's crazy. I would have never
because they were so fashionable. Like, why are you coming in here to hoop in your J? You got up tempo. You got all these shoes. No, if you got the J's on, man, you can't hoop, man. And then don't mess around have on like some Chicago basketball shows. You really can't play, man. That dude a fashion show, man. Get out of here.
That's crazy how different, man, different cities and time zones, all that. Now, Chicago, dog, you wore your Jordans, but you only put them on if you was like, yo, I'm balling today.
Yeah.
It couldn't be like you talking about old boy.
There you go, Marlon. You got to drill like a boy. Run and shoot. The ballers just came out there, shorts, gym shoes. Like I say, if you in the got knee brace on, you know what I'm saying? Basketball short with the compression up. He can't play, man.
That's funny. Yeah.
He sit over there the whole time. You like, man, you better call next.
Now, most of us, we did dress, you put on whatever you had on, whatever, cool. But like I said, if you seen somebody walk in with some Jordans, oh yeah, I'm about to pick dude. Oh, yeah. Dude got Jordans on. Oh, yeah, because you knew he was gonna ball out. Yeah, you didn't wear Jordans unless you was ready to play. Yeah, it was mandatory.
Yeah, we looking at you like, man, that boy going to 112 when he leave here, man. That boy ain't trying to hoop, man. Get out of here, man. You better change your shoes if you want to.
Well, it said, wear clothes and hoop.
Yeah, man. Them city workers come in with their uniform on and just have their basketball shorts under their uniform. Take it off and they ready to run.
Are you seeing jokers wearing them uniforms? I don't know what uniform they were, but they be playing them green. I guess that was uniform, whatever they had them like dark green khakis. They be playing.
Yeah.
What is this dude doing? Like we took basketball seriously, dog. We had to look good. You wanted to match because if you did look like a bum or you ain't picking this joker.
No.
He just like he at the park. That's funny though, man. But all right, man. Yo, man, what's your let me do it. My bad. Right now, y'all, it's time for the most infamous, the most famous. Stop it. Mace, let's get it. What's your stop it, dog?
Hey, man. No, I think I say like I be piling on this guy, Antonio Brown.
Oh my God.
Stop it, my guy. You out here giving out Pac-Man phone number on Twitter, and then Pac-Man get like 17,000 phone calls and voice messages. AB, do you not know that Pac-Man will pull up on you and really beat you up? Like Adam Jones can fight in real life.
Right.
He fresh out Boat Rock. I know all his uncles. All them hand game real nice. AB, don't let that man pull up on you because he gonna swing because he got bail money. He ain't worried about it. Stop it, man. Get AB the biggest.
Stop it.
Stop it out here, man. What a buster, AB.
Stop
AB.
it.
AB becoming a real
Stop
buster
it.
out here, dog.
Yeah,
Real
dog.
buster.
Jesus.
Jesus.
He tripping, man. And then the fact that what was dope was the fact that your boy Pac-Man put on the show and was calling folks that left messages.
Yeah.
Did you see that? That was dope.
Yeah.
That was dope. That was dope. What do you say, Pac-Man? What game rated E?
Hey, man. Listen.
Hey,
Y'all do not want all them Jones. Go just if y'all ever out Cascade and Boat Rock right there, ask about them Jones. Ask about them Jones boys. Them boys might be undefeated out here in these streets. Real talk. Run down out Boat Rock and tell the folks. Now I remember when they had just built this little gated community on over there on Cascade, and they were Pac-Man. They bought his first house over there. So of course they had the HOA out and stuff. They're telling Pac, "Hey man, cannot park them cars on the street." Get what Pac would drive parking them cars on the street. And would dance somebody to come ring your doorbell and tell them to move them cars. Cause you were gonna catch some hands. Yeah, man. That Jones crew. Y'all want no dead. I'm telling you. I seen it. But yeah. AB turned into a real bust out here in these streets, big dog.
so all right. I'm gonna give a stop it. And watching the NBA, man, and watching Houston, bruh. So you saw how that series unfolded.
Yeah.
And I think it was
They had one job. They had one job.
But the fact that what's the shooter? Number 10. No, I'm sorry, it was Jalen.
Yeah.
You still talking, dog, after it was over. He's still talking.
Bro, you scored 8 points, bro. Be
Y'all
quiet.
not that team. It's really us. Y'all not that team.
You in Cancun.
You scored 8 points
8 points.
the whole series, except for the game 2.
Yeah.
The whole series combined, he scored 8 points.
Yeah.
Probably. Like, come on,
Bruh.
man. Why are you talking? If anybody, I can see if
Yeah.
Sagoon said something.
Yeah.
I can see if
Twin said something.
and I can see if Easton said something.
Yeah.
You said something.
Yeah, dog.
They not that team. After they lost.
Yeah.
And Draymond, he this and that. That's why you about to get traded.
Your girlfriend, you and your girlfriend got to move to another city.
She about to move.
Stop it. Stop it.
She about to move. She gonna move right on with Udoka, like we said last week. Gonna move right on, right along with Udoka, dog.
Dre should have been like, "I'll put you on punishment, dog. You scored 8 points at the crib when they needed you most. You scored 8 points. Man, get out of here, dog.
Yeah, dog.
I'm dumping you.
Yeah.
I'm dumping you. I'm adding you to the list, big dog. I am adding you to the list.
You're going straight to Udoka, dog. I'm telling you.
It's crazy.
I'm telling you, man. Yo, well, speaking of NBA playoffs, bro, what's so crazy about this playoffs, man, is, bruh, you getting everything you want in the playoff series. These little young kids out here is not used to this.
Yeah.
The fact that they fighting, they don't like each other. Or even if they cool, this is another remind me of the 80s and 90s. Even if you cool, like LeBron and Ant, Ant going at him. You yelling at, hey, we be friends after the series over with in the summertime, but right now I'm trying to get something that you're trying to get. You in the way of what I'm getting. The elbows, the fighting, getting each other's face, the flagrant fouls. And there's some legitimate flagrant fouls. And I ain't gonna lie, shout out to the refs. Because that foul, I don't know if you remember game 1 on Hunter. I don't know if that's when he hurt his thumb, but game 1 with Hunter, and he blocked the shot. and he stood over him.
Yeah.
And they didn't call a flagrant on that?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, dog. It's been great. But the fact that we had 3 games in a row where the last shot came at the game winner came with like 1 second left. 3 games in a row, Mace. Like we said earlier, at this point, you can't go to sleep. You can't turn the game off if they're about 18.
Take that nap, everybody. When you get home, take that nap.
Got to take your nap, dog.
Take a nap.
So I'm gonna ask you again, but this time I'm gonna ask you what player has impressed you the most?
Mr. Halliburton. Mr. Halliburton is doing work in Cleveland. And for them to get both of those games on the road, man, Cleveland got to look at themselves in the mirror. They got a lot of questions to answer. And he's been maybe his dad getting put on punishment. Maybe that's done one. Maybe now he ain't got to worry about, man. He ain't got to worry about my dad talking crazy, man. He ain't in the bed because it's like he's playing with a different looseness. He's we already know. He's their guy. We know he's their guy. But like these moments, he is living for these moments, and it's like he looking for it. He like, hey y'all, now we going 4 down. Now coach, clear that out. 4 down. Mm-hmm. It's on me. I'm gonna decide to put the game in my hand. Don't run no play. Run the play for me. I got it. You just love to see that in a guy, especially when I think everybody had quietly kind of penciled Cleveland to be in the Eastern Conference Final.
Right.
And y'all like, no, the game has to be played. And now that we're really watching it, Ralph, this might be more of a mismatch than we thought because Indiana matches up very well to Cleveland. Mm-hmm. And it's showing like.
Mm-hmm. Now, I will say, though, I want to see and if it's going to happen or not because Cleveland are healthy, especially in game. It shocked me the way they came out in game 2 and you missing three key players with Hunter, Evan Mobley, and Darius Garland.
Yeah.
With turf toe. But I wonder what it would be like. But still, Indiana, man, it seems like they feel like they can't be beat by this team. Very confident. Very confident.
Feeling it, dog. They feel and they going home because you always like, we just want to get one on your floor. They got 2 in Cleveland.
2.
Mm-hmm.
I got 2 in Cleveland.
They got 2 in Cleveland.
The person I've been most impressed with is Buddy Hield, man. And it's so funny. I was just telling my brother, shout out to my brother Jeremy. I was just telling him because in the beginning of game 7? Game 7, he was playing funny. Like he was just, I don't know. He just, in the beginning of the game, he was just, I'm like, yo, man. And my brother said something about Hill. I said, the funny thing is, he was like, yo, Hill need to just retire or something. I was like, funny thing, one of those players from college, I thought he was going, right, Marlon, right. I hear you, dog. But he's one of the players that I thought was going to ball out when he came in the league, man.
Yeah.
How he was shooting and it made sense. Like he just wasn't shooting.
Yeah.
Everything made sense when he shot.
But you know what it is, Ralph? And I think I kind of know where you're getting ready to go with this. All his other stops, he was asked to be the guy.
Yep.
Here in Golden State, no pressure on him, dog. No pressure. He like option 4.
Because
and that's a hell of an option 4 to have.
Yep. And it's a difference when with Curry going down, it's a difference when.
So now you move to third option. Now you third option.
but even with this, it's a difference when, like you said, you're the guy versus all right, we need you to be the guy now because you need to step in to be the guy. That's a big difference. That's like a backup quarterback. That's why a backup quarterback come in and ball out.
No.
Oh, y'all don't expect me to do it. You know, I'm just filling in.
Y'all ain't prepared for me. So yeah, we good. No.
But that dude been lights out, man. And if he's able to continue to play like this, and with Draymond hitting three, I was just about to say that, Marlon. With Draymond hitting threes, bruh, it's going to be hard to beat this team because defensively, they're good.
Dude, having Jimmy, this is why they signed Jimmy Butler. Because now you got a guy who's used to having all the pressure. He want the pressure. He like, yeah, man, whatever. Give it to me, which allows everybody else just to be like, say, that night Buddy Hield dropped them 33. You just like, and him dropping them 33 allows Steph to like recharge for them crazy 14 he dropped in the fourth quarter.
Right.
You got a guy like, I mean, you know, you sitting there looking, if you can get 15 from Buddy, if you get 15, 17 from Buddy Hield, dude, you winning.
You winning.
33? While Steph was over there just basically plugged in, like, I got it from here now.
Right.
I got it from here. Now you got the best shooter on the planet energized in the fourth quarter. Man, setting the people packing, man. Get out of here.
Yeah. Cuz, what up, cuz? Greg say, I hate got Kurt. Yeah, I mean, I do too. But, bro, when you can step in like that and then think about it. So they traveling to Golden State. You miss one game. It's going to be like another 4 games. So they say at least a week, whatever. Yeah. So he might be able to be for game 3. And if he misses game 3, it's already okay because you stole one.
No.
That game 1 win was huge.
No. They probably, hey, let's just keep winning so Steph can keep resting.
Yeah.
And hey, won't it be something? We let Steph rest all the way to the Western Conference Final.
Bro, that'd be crazy. Don't let Golden State mess around and win game 2.
Pressure.
Yeah.
And if you don't think Jimmy sitting there like, oh, I got us, dog. I got us.
Right.
I got us.
And see, this is my thing with Minnesota. Like I was saying before, Minnesota has to realize now they're not playing the Lakers. So, Lakers, you got a team with the Lakers that weren't used to playing with each other. They didn't know what was happening, what was going to take place. But when you playing Golden State, you're playing champions. You know, not just LeBron is a champion. You're playing champions, and you got somebody else with Jimmy who's been to the finals. Man, that's a big task to come in and just be shooting threes like they did.
Yeah, no doubt.
Minnesota can't, and it's time to drive to the hole, dog. I know you shot 40%.
Everybody on that team.
He said that Minnesota even practice during their break. Right, Marlon. Right. But yeah, man. Yeah, and the thing is, Minnesota plays good defense, but it's a difference when you playing against a champion, dog.
No, they are going 7 to 8 minutes without scoring, and they getting one shot and had to go back down and play defense. They not burning no clock. They not hitting the boards. It's the style of basketball they playing. Again, their coach is sitting there letting them do that. I'm like, call a timeout, dude.
Yeah.
And get that clipboard and just write on it. Stop shooting. Stop shooting. And just show it there. Like when you was running the scout team, coach show the play, just be like,
right.
Stop shooting.
Right. Because I mean, when you look at Minnesota's offense, if Randall, see, to me in this series, Randall's got to be the factor. Randall's got to be the one, not to settle for threes, but to get the game going, the mid-range, bang, all of that. So that way, Now you draw the defense in, you might get better threes.
Yeah.
And not only that, if you're doing that, then when you ready for take the 3-point shot, a little pump fake, they're running out to defend. Now you just pump fake, scoot up 15 feet, or drive to the hole. You got an easy shot, or you create something. But all that shooting, you're not going to shoot. Y'all not a 3-point shooting team like that. So that's not going to work against Golden State, who know how to shoot threes, but in the correct form.
But the crazy part about it, they going to just keep letting you shoot their life.
Yep.
Man, y'all can shoot that thing all day.
Yep. Go ahead, dog.
We good. Shoot. Keep shooting.
Hey, you got it, dog. It's your shot. What they say? It's your shot. Go ahead. You got it.
You got it. You got it.
Yeah, man. So
you got it.
But look, speaking of threes, the Celtics. That's another guy. We forgot Jalen Brunson, but we all know who Jalen Brunson is anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Tough guy, but Till's gonna wear him down. He gonna wear him around.
Okay, he said the 10th best teams today would possibly beat the great teams back in the day. Hold on. You already know what he's getting, right?
What he getting there?
Stop it.
What he getting there?
You got to stop it. Come on, cuz. You tripping, dog. Unless you meant to say it the wrong way, the opposite way. Yeah, you tripping. But Marlon, right, 15 for 60. So how do you miss 50 plus threes and you were up?
Them boys up 20.
20.
20.
I don't. So because of that, so when they was up 20, Jayson Tatum, and I understand this is Boston Celtics offense. I get it, y'all. No. I get everybody behind the 3-point line, spread out, and you shoot threes, man. The way the offense is constructed, it makes it seem like they're playing on a 100-yard field with all the space they got. But Jayson Tatum, I understand it's your off. That's the way the offense is built on. That's your scheme. But Jason, you have to, at this point, you have to take advantage of your skill set. And we know shooting threes is part of your skill set, but you're reverting back to the 2021.
Yeah.
Jayson Tatum, the step back three, the all in somebody's face. Bro, drive to the hole. Post them up. So which made me pose this question. I posted this on Facebook. After he shot like 3 or 4 threes in a row, contested, like, what are you doing, dog? I put, this is why he's not the face of the NBA.
Yeah.
Because he settles too much. A lot of people, some people agree. A lot of people, are you tripping? That's the narrative, whatever. You're talking about somebody that's a champion that scores this much, he does this and plays defense. And I'm like, bro, you proving my point right there. Because if that's the case, why isn't he face of the league? So I'm gonna ask you, Mace, in the chat room, America, why do you think Jayson Tatum's not the face of the league? Let me dress it up like this. He's first, he got good hair. No, I'm just kidding. I'm messing up, but no,
he passed the look test. They passed the eye test. He passed the eye test.
That's the eye test, right? A great father, not in no mess, never in out of off the court issues. Don't have any off the court issues. A very good defender, pretty good, more than good defender.
Yeah.
Also, you have somebody that his skill set is second to none. Again, you got somebody that either he's like we were talking about Kukoc. Either he's going to go around
two bag deep.
Yep. Bag deep. You know what I'm saying? Post you up. You too smaller than me, I'm gonna post you up. I can post you up. You taller than me, I can go around you. Slower than me, And then he averages what do you average this year? 27, 28 a game?
Yeah, that about
$7 a game, So why isn't he considered or up for the debate as the face of the NBA.
Yeah, he's boring. He's boring. Nothing is exciting about Jayson Tatum. Nothing. I mean, we live in a highlight based, that's what gets everybody attention. Dunks, just the excitement. Nothing exciting about Jay. And then, he's so cool. He play everything so cool. Him. He don't really mix it up with nobody. He just, he just out there.
Mm-hmm.
When he come to town, I mean, he just there. I mean, he don't talk trash. He don't give you no sound bites. Like Marlon's favorite word, he lame. Yeah, I mean, he real lame. He's not giving us nothing Instagram worthy, nothing Twitter worthy. He what he's doing not getting retweeted. How many times we saw after Minnesota closed the Lakers out, Ant walking down the street, walking from the crypto center back to the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
How many times did we see that? How many commercials have we seen? Ant got the dope commercial. Ja always into something. So it just Jayson Tatum gives us nothing. And then if we really keeping it funky, as my boy Cam Newton like to say, Jaylen Brown did all the work last year for the. Jaylen Brown was the Finals MVP, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And again, it's just nothing to, Brown kind of lame too, but he's a little controversial. He had a thing with the shoes.
Brown more cool than Lane. He just that dude. You don't want to mess with him.
But he brings a kind of aura a little bit to the floor.
He got an aura to him. He got a swag about him.
Yeah. I mean, dude, we've covered the Celtics enough. When Tatum on the floor, I mean, it's just like, yeah. When he gonna reverse dunk on somebody, then yell.
See,
because that's what the NBA is like. Ja trying to dunk on everybody. It keep getting him hurt, but he's giving us highlight. We live in a society where we want to see that. That's what people want to see. That's what get people hyped. Like Jayson Tatum got a shoe. He on this like third signature shoe. And don't nobody know. Nobody cares. And he on Team Jordan.
I was saying, he probably got the best Jordans out of everybody too.
Yeah,
that's on Team Jordan. So yeah.
So I mean, it's just he doesn't in a social media era. He's not giving us enough clips, enough highlights where people be like, yeah. Tatum that deal.
So let me add to it with that. Also, the simple fact that, and it kind of like in a sense piggybacking what you're saying, but it's kind of what I was saying before and on Facebook, is the fact that with what you're saying, he don't, he's lame, he don't dunk on anyone, and he's just quiet. But also, he don't have the raw in him as far as, oh, it's me against you, Durant. I'm about to show you. I'm about to go at you. Come on, let's go. I'm gonna shoot these threes, but also I'm gonna take you to the hole. When the game counts, give me the rock. I'm gonna go ahead and make the right play. Back you up, fade away, or whatever I have to do. But it's not just settling for threes. Like, dog, stop. Because the thing is, dog, you might as well compare him to. It's almost like watching a successful Trae Young.
Yeah.
No offense to no one. Because what happens, what Trae used to do, Marlon, shoot that dumb three-pointer almost at half court when you up by 2 or when you down by 1 with 20 seconds left on the shot clock. That's what Jayson gets the ball. He dribbles, do all this, and then he steps back and shoot that shot, go to the left three-pointer. It's like, dog, what are you doing?
Yeah,
What? Why?
Yeah. Falling away.
Falling away. Why? What's the point? I can care less about himself. He is absolutely insane. No, Jayson is that dude. But again, as me and my boys say, dog, which one you taking, dog? The blue pill or red pill? It's up to you, Jayson. It's up to you.
Yeah.
What you say? God, he wanted
we
to do.
we not hating on his skill set. Skill set stupid.
Hey, what you say, Mace? God, one of them dudes, the guy say, "Hey, go ahead, dog. Whatever you want to do with it."
Yeah.
He got the skill set to be.
Yeah, God touched him. He it.
But he don't want it like
that's
that.
why he's not the face. He's not the face of the NBA because it's like he does nothing exciting. And when you talk about marketing guys, that sizzle. That's why everybody so in the Ant. You gotta just put a camera on Ant.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta put a camera on Ant because you don't know what you're gonna get.
TV.
We know we're gonna get. We get Jayson. Yeah, because he's so cool.
Because you know what? Like you said with Ja, when you got no offense to no one, when you got all the little white kids want to be Ja. That's why they forced him to be. They was almost forcing him to be face of that league. Like, dude, it's yours, dog. Just step in the circle. It's yours. But with Ant, he must see TV, on court, off the court.
Yeah,
he must see TV when he go in and say something dumb like that, talking about, hey man, and he don't get penalized for it. As far as, I mean, he got fined, but he don't get penalized as far as being the face of the league. No, they still want him to be. That's comical. They had to do that because you have to penalize him for saying something dumb like that. But for the most part, it's comical. People love that about him. But you know what? I will say this about Jayson, though. Jayson really don't care about being the face of the league.
Oh no, he good though.
But I look,
you see his contract. He don't. You see this contract?
Yep.
No, I don't care about that.
Yep. Because Brad GM says this is what we doing. My point is, why do us true fans even care about nothing but balling? Maybe I'm just old. I don't know, dog. I hear you, cuz I'm just saying. When
we talk about the face of the NBA, his name doesn't come up.
And what I'm saying is, I don't see why it's not. It should.
Right. It should come up. Yeah.
It should. It should come up. That's what I'm saying. It definitely should. Because I think, to me, he puts more out on the court than Ant does.
Oh yeah.
But Ant's gonna give you 120%. He's gonna be ready to play. He's gonna go at the big dogs, as they call him. He's been a legislator, dog. KD last year. Then he slayed Durant this year. I mean, I'm not Durant, but LeBron this year.
Yeah.
If he mess around and slay Draymond and who else? And Steph and Jimmy, you gotta call him a legislator, dog.
Yeah, at that point right now though, it ain't looking good. He need to get his mind right.
Yeah, and cuz this is what we said. He don't care about all that. We know he don't.
That's our whole point. We know he don't care.
Yeah, we know he don't care. Like we know he don't care. I mean, the times I've talked to him, he don't. He's not worried about that. Jayson worried about playing. And they don't never really talk about his father like that, but people don't know his father. I think his father played ball. Father trained him and all that.
Dad was a dog.
You can tell by the way Jayson plays, he's just about playing ball. He just, hey, let me get the ball. I want to play and let me win. I mean, that's Jayson. That's Jayson Tatum all the way, man. That's so shout out to him. But now going back to his game, like I said, the only thing I pick on him about is the fact that he settles too much for the 3-point, and he's reverting back to that step 5 feet back to shoot a 3, a fadeaway 3, and it's like you don't have to do that. Just play your size. I'm like Dion. He said Tatum like KD just got good. It's stupid. But I'm like Dion though. I want to have a mirror and just follow him. Hey dog, everywhere you go, just show him the mirror. Just you. See you? Just because Can't nobody stop you, dog. Can't
Like
nobody
you him.
stop him.
You him.
Jason's him, dog.
You're him.
If anybody got the skill set in the league, like, nope, I don't think that's a good question. Who skill set is better than Jason's right now in the NBA?
Be hard pressed.
I
He
can't
can
think
do
of
it ain't nothing he can't do.
nothing he can't do. Even defensively, he plays good defense. And he gives you 110%. It ain't like he's just like, I don't care about the game. No, he's not. No, he plays hard. It's just, I don't know. But like I said, he don't care about that stuff, which is dope.
Yeah, he'll care, and that's fine. No, that's fine.
And that's cool. And it's to me, him not being a face of the league is not a knock on him per se. I just pose a question. But the knock I do have on him is the fact that I feel like he's getting back to the point where he's settling for his 3-pointers again, And I know that's the offense, but at this point, you're a champion. Jay, can't nobody, even the coach, you have the leverage now. If the coach comes and say, we calling this play, you have the leverage, like, hey, y'all, when y'all break the huddle, hey, man, we ain't running that. I want the ball in the elbow. I want the ball. You have that leverage right now. You have it. And what you call him? He'll never. What was your gripe on him last year? He'll never brush his hair, or what was it?
Oh yeah,
have a lineup.
Yeah, man, he'll never line. He won't get no lineup, man. He was like, man, I got good hair, man. Whatever.
We ain't talking about Jayson Tatum. We talking about the coach.
Oh yeah, Missoula. Yeah, no, about. Now he got a haircut. Yeah, he got him with a haircut. He wasn't carrying last year. He was like, yeah, man. I ain't never getting the shape up.
I thought he was doing that. Hey, I ain't doing the shape
bro,
up.
They're looking homeless. Hey. Now he got a fresh, got fresh taper and got a nice little Caesar going there. They like probably why they shoot too many damn threes, man. Let your hair grow back, coach. Get back in that mode.
Base, he was doing that. I'm not cutting my hair until we win the chip. He was
yeah, man. He was,
how much we cutting their beard off until they win. He was on that. I ain't cutting my hair until we win the chip.
About to get to the high wife's house. Look here, bro. You got to cut that. Like, come on, man. Yeah, Missoula out there looking crazy, dog.
He fresh this year, though. I ain't gonna lie. He been fresh this year.
He definitely
good.
Yeah.
He shows on grimy mode. But look, y'all, please don't go nowhere, man. We're going to take a quick break, bro, and we got to bring in. Y'all going to know what's going on with these injuries and how it's going to affect this Indiana series. Then, of course, we got to talk about with Steph, man, So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Have a sports injury? Need to see an orthopedic doctor? Ortho Atlanta is one of Metro Atlanta's largest orthopedic and sports medicine practices, providing orthopedic and sports medicine care for the whole family. With 37 physicians and 14 offices, the practice provides the highest level of care for injury of muscles, joints, bones, and spine. Ortho Atlanta offers convenient access to a full range of musculoskeletal surgeons and specialists. Ortho Atlanta also offers on-site physical therapy, pain management care, MRI imaging, and workers' compensation care. The Ortho Atlanta surgery centers in Austell and Fayetteville provide cost-effective, same-day surgical procedures in an accredited outpatient center. Hip, knee, shoulder, back pain? Ortho Atlanta has you covered with specialists in all areas. Same-day appointments, orthopedic care for the whole family. Ortho Atlanta, Atlanta's choice for orthopedic and sports medicine care. Learn more at www.orthoatlanta.com.
Hello, everybody. I'm Kyle Brandt. You might know me from Good Morning Football or maybe early 2000s Days of Our Lives. And you right now are enjoying the 3-point conversion radio. You're watching, you're listening, you're loving. I love these people. They're dynamite. 3-point conversion radio. Get it.
All right, we are back inside the 3-point conversion sports lounge. Ladies and gentlemen, we have family in the building. Got to bring in none other than orthopedic for Ortho Atlanta, our cousin, Dr.
Our
Donnie
family.
Fowler the third.
Family.
What up, Doc?
Nah.
What's up, fellas? How we doing?
Good, man. How are you doing?
Tired, but good.
First of all, like I said, orthopedic for Ortho Atlanta. My doc always take care of me, man. Look, as much as thorough as he is with these injury reports, is how he is, man, when he telling you about your injury and everything, you know. So he even give you, you know, you might be out 2 to 3 weeks. He give you a probable, give you a designation.
We can't call it the IR no more. You just on the injury list.
Injury list, right? But Doc, I do have to ask you though, how you gonna feel now when Debo and your cornerbacks and safeties get into it, and when not Debo, but when your cornerbacks get in with we call him NFL young boy, but George Pickens, and when George Pickens going at Debo while Debo on the sideline, he cussing out Debo and how you gonna deal with that?
I mean, I don't know. I think it in the Cowboys case, it may be subtraction by addition, bringing Pickens into that locker room because I'm not denying his talent. I mean, if Tomlin can't keep him disciplined, like you think. I don't know. You think he's going to be disciplined in Dallas? I don't know, but I guess
we said earlier. Well, we said that earlier, Doc. So you owed it, Doc. Let me ask you this though, seriously, man. Steph Curry, strained hamstring, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, man, it's not football, but this is different. I mean, he didn't pull it, but it's strained. Now. They're saying he's out at least a week. We've seen injuries like this in football. I know it's basketball. In football, where they've been out more than even more than 2 weeks. With this type of injury playing in basketball, could it be at a week or could it even be longer?
Yeah.
What determines that?
Yeah, I mean, you're right. It is a little different than football, but obviously still a sport where you got to be able to sprint, cut, jump, etc. I think the good news is they announced it as a grade 1, which again, when we talk about soft tissue or muscle injuries, they're 1, 2, and 3, with 1 being mild, 2 being moderate, 3 being severe. So he kind of has the lowest level hamstring strain, which is good. So certainly that means it's doable to be back in a week. If it was a grade 2 or grade 3, yeah, he'd be done for at least a month kind of thing. So I think he has the opportunity to come back. I think it will be interesting to see. They basically said they'll reevaluate him in a week. Obviously, it's going to depend on how he responds to treatment. And then I think it's really going to depend on where the series is at that point too, because I think a lot of people are making out after game 5, there's like a 3-day break because of I think the WNBA or somebody else is playing there in the arena. So basically all the next games are just 1 day apart, but then there's 3 days between game 5 and game 6. So if they need him by Wednesday, which would be game 5, that would be just over a week or 8 days. I would say if they're up 3-1 at that point, maybe they rest him and then bring him back on the following, rather than playing him Wednesday, they can play him on whatever Saturday or Sunday, whatever game 6 with that, and give him that extra time. So I would expect to see him probably by game 5 at the earliest, but possibly game 6 if they are in control of the series.
So real quick, Mace. So I heard you talk about grade 1, grade 2, then it's a grade 3. I thought I heard a rumor at church or something. They were saying that one of the mothers, they were saying that it's another one called grade Christian McCaffrey. Never mind. Go ahead, man. So we just go ahead. I thought that was mine. So I ain't believe that, Doc, but I heard him say grade 1, 2, 3, and grade Christian McCaffrey. But go ahead.
Now let's talk about Darius Garland and his toe. His team is in serious trouble right now. The Cleveland Cavs, they looking real fun in the light. Is this the equivalent to turf toe, Doc, what Mr. Garland is dealing with?
Yeah, I would assume so. Talking about whatever a great toe sprain. I mean that can mean the turf toe usually means the plantar plate or basically the ligaments on the bottom get stretched out. But you also have your tendons there, and you even got these tiny little what are called sesamoid bones underneath that can kind of get inflamed. So there's a couple different structures that probably get thrown in with a sprained toe or even turf toe. So it doesn't sound bad enough that obviously he needs surgery. But again, the issue with that is, I mean, that is basically the ball of your foot and the last thing that you need to push off from. And if it hurts, you can't run or jump. So it sounds simple as like, oh, it's just a toe, but especially when it's your big toe and that's the ball of your foot where you're going to be planting and jumping off of.
Right.
If it ain't right, you're not going to be able to move the way you need to.
What do you call that little piece of the bone? What is it called?
Sesamoid bones.
That sounds like it hurt, doesn't it? That turf toe is no joke.
Nah, terrible injury to have.
Yeah, that's no joke. Evan Mobley, another Cleveland Cavalier. He was out game 2 with the ankle injury. What do you see with his status moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it's almost hard to keep up with all the Cavs injuries right now, unfortunately, and down 2-0 now. They need all the help they can get. So I think they're kind of make or break where they can't afford to sit around. So I guarantee you, he has the cryo on. It's being elevated. He's taking all steroids and whatever medicine to get the swelling down. And if he can lace it up well enough to get back out there, I think they're going to get him out there as quickly as possible.
Well, we might as well make it the trifecta hat trick with Cleveland. Old DeAndre Hunter, our old friend.
Yeah.
He thought he was on to a good thing now, and him and this dislocated thumb. Doc, is this more of a pain threshold thing? Can he brace it up? Can he tape it up? What is it looking like for DeAndre Hunter?
Yeah, I mean, they were saying he was gonna play in game 2, and then I don't think he did, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, he missed it also.
Because he was the one that they seemed most optimistic that he was like, oh yeah, I expect to be back. I mean, he wasn't. So I mean,
yeah.
I'm sure obviously the joint's reduced. If it dislocated, that stretches out the tendons and ligaments. It is a shooting hand. So it's tough to kind of put a brace on it and be able to ball handle and shoot. I mean, that's, he's kind of defense and everything else too. It doesn't mean he can't be effective if his offensive prowess is down a little bit, but I think they will probably push the envelope and get him back out there. Probably at least have some kind of tape job on that thumb to give it a little extra stability and support. I think it'd probably be hard to be out there though with a brace on his ball dominant hand. So,
is it with that? Does it feel like if, like, say, especially like they pass it to him, you got to get a nice chest pass, you catch it, you got to shoot. If it hits it in the right place, will it feel like a jammed thumb?
Yeah, no, I mean, that can definitely
that's
cause pain and swelling. Yeah.
Base, what you know about them great basketballs? They like gray, whatever. I forgot what type of material it is, but it's hard, it bounces real hard, and that mug hits your thumb off a rebound. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Man. Right.
Feel like your thumb hand, bro. You'll be like,
ah! Yeah. So, okay.
Terrible injury. Injury.
But Doc, man, we appreciate you, man. You said what? Cleveland. They looking horrible, man.
Can't feel bad for them though. I mean, they're the 1 seed. Injury's part of the game, as they always say.
And they should have won game 2. So
yeah. I say, who are you more worried about at this point? The Cavs down 2-0 with those 3 guys out, or the Warriors up 1-0 but no Steph Curry for the next few games?
Me, Cleveland, because It's a young fella by the name of Jimmy Butler who he's used to being the guy. So I think Golden State will be all right. Cleveland, Donovan Mitchell probably looking around like, what else guys help me get the 1 seed? Like, what's going on? Can't be a good feeling.
Cleveland, yeah, I don't know how you play that off. I know he gave the speech, which was the right speech. Hey, can't look at it. You got to go ahead, look forward. I mean, we should have won. We lost. We learned from it. But, hey, the fact that what we did, we can't look at the injuries. It's a great speech. Yeah. But that's got to be demoralizing, man, to have three of your 2 starters and your 6th man that really contributes to be out. Yeah. And you have a 20-point lead, and then you give it up. You had a 10-point lead when the guy hit the 3-pointer with like 37 seconds left. It was like, oh, that's game, and they come back to that's a sick feeling.
That's crazy.
Can I ask you one more question that you guys probably already addressed earlier in the show when I wasn't on? Yeah. Okay. Did you guys talk at all about the T-Wolves coach and what he said about Anthony Edwards?
Yeah, what he said about Anthony Edwards.
Oh, you didn't talk about that?
We talked about what he said about Edwards.
Oh, do you know, Mace? Did you hear it?
I heard it. Go ahead.
Oh no. Well, I don't have the exact quote in front of me, but he basically got up there and said that it starts with Ant. He's kind of he's the tone, and he didn't do a good job setting it. Basically called him out.
Yeah,
and said that he didn't do enough in the first half, and that set the tone for the rest of the team and the rest of the game.
And Raph, we didn't talk about that exactly, but we kind of hit on what's wrong with Minnesota. It started with Ant. If you want to be this guy who the camera is always on, and you want to be known as the guy, you gotta be out here 0 for 35 from 3.
And I think Ant said he was right. Ant was like, he's right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he's right. You can't. If you're the guy, it's going to start with you, because the Minnesota team is not, as we were talking, they're not a team that they have a lot of people who can really score like that. It revolves around Ant. Like I said, the key factor is Julius Randle. Randle has to play within the 3-point line. I mean, you make threes if you're open, but for the most part, you got to play you in Kentucky. And if you can't play like that, you got to help Ant out, because they're focusing on Ant. And this is a great defensive team. And sometimes a player not going to have a good game. But to the coach's point, just because you're not having a good shooting night don't mean you can't do other things.
And Doc, to your point, when we start talking about like just being the guy, it's your job to find, when your game is not on, finding other ways to help your team win. And you might not be shooting good tonight. I mean, we've seen what Kobe was like, hey, I'm just going to dish, play defense. I'm going to do other things to affect the game. And hopefully, because it is a team sport, somebody else going to kind of come in and help me out, because can't expect Ant to carry me every night. I mean, everybody else getting a paycheck too. I'm not the only one getting paid. All of you guys collect a paycheck on the 1st and 15th. So help me out. But it started with Ant. So he can't be mad when his coach say that.
Yeah. So no, I definitely agree. Good questions, Doc. Yeah, man. So we'll see you next week, man. Hey, I know y'all gonna clown me. I'm gonna say this, then we can go. Then we going to the next. I'm gonna let you go, Doc. But hey, man, get my grown man on, Doc. Next week, I'm nervous. Finally getting that colonoscopy, dog. So I'm nervous. And I think I'm more nervous about going through the. I'm more nervous about going through the. Not nervous, but I don't want to do the prep part. I don't want to do that. But I want to do the prep part. That's the part I'm like.
You already not eating nothing.
Yeah. Well, I got it. I think I'm up to start that next year. So yeah, you can let me know how it goes.
Yeah, man. So
it's an event. I'm gonna tell you that it's an event, but it's worth it. It's our health is important. Our health is
yeah.
our
That's why I'm with it.
yeah.
That's why I'm like, let's
Yeah.
do. But that prep, the night before, and I can't eat.
Yeah.
But I ain't worried about eating. I gotta drink that medicine. Everybody,
You got to drink it, and you're gonna need it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you're gonna need it.
Yeah, and I just wish I could. Yeah, so we're gonna see, and I'm gonna.
All right.
Yeah.
I look forward to the highlights next week.
I'll share.
Where you having it done? I can come with my camera and film it, and we can show a clip.
No.
Going there with a GoPro. Going out with a GoPro.
Hey, I'll be acting a nut as soon as they putting the stuff on my. Hold on, y'all. I don't like that when they put oxygen. I act like a fool in, like so.
Trust me, you're not gonna remember nothing. You're not gonna remember nothing.
Yeah, I heard. As long as I'm good, man. So
we gonna wake up groggy and like,
right.
No.
Where am I?
We'll be thinking about you.
But all right, man. Well, Doc, we appreciate it, man. And we'll holler at you next week, sir. Have a great week.
All right, fellas. Have a good one. Wait, did Mace announce his team?
Oh yeah. I meant to tell you. I meant to say that. Mace, tell him who's your team.
All right. We're Rams. Okay.
Yep.
The NIL package was it was just too much to it was too much to bear, Doc.
Okay.
I mean,
Now, you know that's his cousin, right?
yeah, that's
his nephew. That's
nephew. It just NIL package, all of the perks that came with it, Doc. They kind of bribed me. They bought my fandom kind of, Doc. But
Okay. I got you.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll be okay. Yeah, I'll be okay. You know, a couple of trips to SoFi. Yeah, all the gear I want. Doc, I got so much Ram gear. Yeah, so.
All right, Doc.
Hey, congrats.
I appreciate that, Doc. I appreciate that.
Take
All
care,
right,
Doc. We'll holler
Have
at
a good
you.
one.
All right. Hey,
the fan transfer portal is real. I saw it's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan wanted to jump in the portal after they saw what the Steelers did today. They like, man, where's that transfer portal? I'm like, man,
it sure was. It sure was.
Yeah.
All right, man. So let me ask you this. Real quick, Braves. He got a Cowboys t-shirt underneath. What up, Al?
Al. All the Cowboy stuff, Ben boxed stuff. I boxed that stuff. The day they hired Brian Schottenheimer, I boxed all this stuff up. The only thing I have Cowboy left in this room, nothing.
Let it go.
I got a Quincy Carter. I can't do nothing about the Quincy Carter.
Yeah.
Framed jersey that's on the wall, but yeah, that's it. You will not see me in Cowboy nothing, and I mean nothing.
So will we be seeing you more in Braves gear after?
I wear Braves. I wear Braves gear. I wear Atlanta hat every day almost.
But I'm saying after last night though, what you think, man? What you saw? Because again, like I said, it was another boring game. Most
baseball games are boring.
And when it got to that was a 0-0 boring game. When it got to
that's just good pitching. That's good
extra
pitching.
innings. Yeah. But it was. Chris Sale dominated. When it got to extra innings, everybody was like, man, everybody in the press box was like, bruh, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, it's okay if you're not buying it. But yeah, hey, the big bat showed up, Brother Ozuna, who continues to. I tell you, man, that man can't do no wrong.
Can't do no wrong, dog.
He got a bobblehead night coming real soon.
Yeah, it's tonight actually.
It is. Oh yeah.
And I because I'm doing the show, I couldn't make. Man, I wanted one too.
Yo, listen, this team you talked about it earlier. This was like a character win.
Mm-hmm.
This is like a real character win because again, the more wins that they start battling and getting games like this, again, just got to hold the line to 13 get back. Find a way to scratch, kick, claw, whatever you got to do till 13 get back. Once you insert 13, his energy back in the lineup, You just didn't want it to be where you so far, you got such a mountain to climb. Stay in the mix. And like I say, you get Acuna back, able to go back and do all the things that you used to doing. Even though Snick, I still don't like the way he managed, but it's neither here nor there. But they're in a good spot, and having a win like that where they just kept battling, and you just knew your big bats were gonna come around for you at some point, and that's what happened.
Right. Hey, I'm just happy I got to see Ichiro hit a home run in person, dog. That was great.
Dope.
That was great. Ichiro, believe it or not, well, y'all see him up close. He got a little swag about him too.
Yeah, Shohei.
Yes, not Ichiro. I'm sorry, Shohei. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Shohei. We was talking about. They showed me. Have you seen a new stadium Japan has with Ichiro and Was it?
Yeah.
It's Shohei and Yu Darvish.
Mm-hmm.
In Japan, that junk is hard.
I saw it on the ground.
But shout out to Shohei. He hit got to see him hit the home run.
Yeah, so of course Shohei swagged up because man, he can't nobody groove no pitch by him. Take a lot to get Shohei out. Take a lot to get Shohei out.
All right, cuz take care, man. Yeah. Hey, in baseball, do the teams like Braves, they don't play like the American East or the American Central? They don't do that, do they?
But they do they just mix it all up when they do the what they call it? Interleague play.
Yeah, because I wonder if the Yankees coming. Are the Yankees coming to town this year?
I don't know if the Yankees come.
I know the Red Sox do.
Red Sox do come here.
Red Sox do.
Maybe the Braves go to New York.
I don't know. I got it. I want to go.
I usually get the little magnet schedule. I got to go to the gas station. Next time I'm at the gas station, I got to grab one of them folder joints.
Let me ask you all a question before we go. What up? What up, Antoine? I didn't see you sneak in here. So, Antoine, you here just in time. I want to ask y'all. This is the question of the day, you all.
Uh-oh.
Wait. Before we go any further, hold on. We got to give an update. Let me get this update with the MLB real quick, y'all. And I'm gonna ask question of the day.
Uh-oh.
We gotta go with the standings right now. So American League East right now, Yankees is the top. They're 20-16. They got a 2.5 lead over Red Sox, and then Tampa Bay and everything fall behind them. AL Central, Detroit, wow, Tigers.
Detroit.
They have a 1-game lead over the Cleveland Guardians. They're 22-13. Kansas City right behind them. They're 2 games behind Detroit.
Yeah.
Shout out to KC. Yeah. Shout out to KC. AL West is going like it always goes. Seattle got the lead right now. They 22-14. What's surprising is that the Oakland A's are 3 games behind them in second place. Houston 4 games behind, but we know what's going to happen. Houston going to come back last month of the season.
Oh, yeah. They're going to start, man.
20 games in a row.
Trash cans and get it back together.
Now, the NL East, the Yankees, the Mets are 24-14 right now. They have 2.5 lead over the Phillies, and Braves in third place. They're 5.5 games back. We probably know how that's going to end up too, but that's normal. NL Central, my Cubs has a 3-game lead over the Brewers. Shout out to the Cubs. Shout out to KCP, man, balling, man. They're probably gonna test him in a minute, but he's 22 and Cubs are 22-16 right now. Like I said, with a 3-game lead over Milwaukee Brewers and Cardinals, and then the NL West Dodgers 25-12. They have a 1-game lead over the Padres and a 1.5-game lead over the San Francisco Giants. So I just wanted to put that in, just let you know where everybody is.
Oh, yeah.
And also the Yankees do come to town 1920, and that's my birthday. That's around my birthday too. The 21st. Oh yeah, I gotta be there for that, dog. I was supposed to go out. I was gonna go out of the country though, but I don't know.
Why are you going out of the country?
I don't know. I was thinking about it, but I gotta hurry make a decision quick. But yeah. But I don't know. I might have to do that. Hey, okay, y'all. Question of the day. So we were talking baseball too. We was at the baseball game. We were all talking. Who is your favorite? I got two, but we'll start with this. We might say the next one for next week. But who is your favorite players, like former players' son who is playing right now? So a former athlete who has a son.
Ooh.
Who is your favorite? Who is your favorite son of a former athlete? Like who you root for or whatever.
Dude, baseball, this too easy. Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds.
Wait, who is the son?
I'm talking about Bobby and Barry.
Oh,
you talking about somebody now?
Yeah, somebody now.
Oh, somebody now. Ooh.
Yeah, somebody now.
Mm.
So any athlete or whatever. So I'm gonna tell you. You know who I root for? You know who's my favorite player? My favorite player was Dante Bichette, one of my favorite players.
Okay. A lot of my guys, they kids ain't got to the show yet. Ain't been drafted yet.
But honestly, the most favorite one is Vlad.
Oh yeah.
But he don't count. That's not fair.
Yeah, and he don't swing at everything like his daddy. His daddy swung at everything.
Hey, but he was connecting though.
Yeah, his daddy. You roll the ball up there. Vlad was
gonna go swing and hit a double. You're like, how this joking? Hey, and back then, you know how it was. Back then, you did a pitch out. Vlad was gonna swing at the pitch out and hit a double down the line.
My dad used to always say, "Hey, only way to strike him out, you gotta roll the ball up there, because he gonna swing. He still gonna swing. Just roll it up there. Don't." I used to always wonder, why do people throw him built high fastball?
Ooh.
He gonna paw that.
Come on, Vlad.
Yeah.
Absolutely, he hate Vlad Jr. I figure you do.
Vlad Jr. just got that check.
Yeah, he's straight.
You know, like all my guys, like Andrew Jones' son, he ain't made it up yet. Sheffield's son ain't made it up yet. Yeah, a lot of those guys, they still in the minors. They still trying to find their way.
What about I'm trying to think. Who else? Who else I thought was going to be nice? I thought Chris Carter's son was going to do something when he was in college, and it's like,
nah, he couldn't run. He had no speed.
Yeah,
Zero speed.
All right, so this is the second question, though. This is what I really want to ask. I just had to ask if we were talking about it. Yeah, he does hate it. Yeah, that's why you hate him. I figured that Ab. I love Ab gonna stick with his team.
Hey, he got that. He be taking that little porch out over there in left field.
Yep.
Taking it out.
All right, this is what I was gonna ask. What was the worst? Who did you feel sorry for the most, as far as a heartbreaking, whether it was a loss or moment in sports?
Ooh. Dude,
go ahead.
One of the first ones that always come to mind, and I just remember watching it, and just like, how did he let that happen? When Bill Buckner let the ball go through his leg. Ooh. Dude, ooh. I will never forget sitting in the living room, sitting on the sofa, and just like the most routine play. He done made that play 7 million times. And it just,
and he let it go. That was
with the game on the line. How does that happen? Dude, that devastated me for a long time. And when they to this day, when they show that highlight, I still cringe because I'm trying to figure out, like, how do you even console him?
Yeah, how do you go?
Like, he probably was still having nightmares about that, like, years after he retired.
Bro, that was the worst. I'm gonna tell you when it gets me, of course, another famous one. Of course, is the timeout. Chris Webber. that was like, because remember, first he almost traveled.
Yeah.
And then he get in, he called a timeout, and they remember he was about to cuss dude out. You told me it was a time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I felt so sorry for him, dog.
Everybody say, Coach specifically told everybody, we have no more timeouts.
Bruh. And the worst thing about college basketball is college. I say he laughed at that. College basketball.
Of course, you laugh at it.
Right. College basketball. They don't play any NBA games. They shut it all down just for the championship game.
Yeah. Nowhere to hide.
And you are a polarizing player, whether they hate you or like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like another one though where I cringed and I felt bad. I felt that in the gut. You know, as a man, you about to cry. You gotta hit, like you feel it right there in that gut. This year, man, I can't think of his name. The Houston player, for the Final Four, for the final championship game.
Oh my God, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How does he go to? How did he go to sleep?
Yeah.
Knowing
He probably still reeling.
Bruh. Like that first night, I can't imagine. That's one of them times where I need my mama to, I don't care, y'all call me baby or not. Either my mama or my wife, somebody need to hold me. Dog, I can't. That's one of them. I can't sleep at night until the sun come out. Then that's when I'm able to sleep.
Yeah, dog. That one the one that you up for. Yeah, you up for about 3-4 days.
That one was
you cost your team a championship.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah. Now as a Tar Heel fan, when Chris Jenkins hit that shot against us, Villanova beat Carolina in the buzzer. Yeah. I'm like, dude, I'm walking around here popping off. I'm like, we got another one.
Right.
Chris Jenkins hit that shot out. And I was like the only Carolina fan in the house. When I tell you, one of the worst, that was like the longest ride home. We was at one of my partners' house. One of these, I didn't think I was going to ever get home. Cut the radio off, I was just riding the silence, like trying to process what I just saw. Like, did we really lose at the buzzer like that? To this day, I don't like pinstripe suits. Jay Wright had that pinstripe suit on. I hate pinstripe suits. Like, I would not wear pinstripes nowhere. Because they always made me think of Jay Wright running around the floor. He even was like, Chris Jenkins really hit that.
Yeah, that was big. That was huge. Or I'm trying to think, because I compared it to this play. I'm gonna name this play, but I'm trying to think. Something happened recently, and I can't remember. One, Chris, what was the name? I think his last name was Jackie. Dallas Cowboy.
Oh, you talking about
Slater? What was his last name?
Yeah, Jack Slater dropped that ball in the end zone.
Jack Slater, yeah. I'm saying both names are different. Yeah. When he dropped that ball in the end zone, that had to be a sick feeling. But something similar happened just recently. What was that? Somebody dropped a pass or something in a playoff game or a Super Bowl. I'm trying to remember because I was comparing it to that. I'm trying to think what. I can't think of it. Something happened similar where somebody either dropped a pass or could have been dropped an interception. I don't know, but it was like it could have been a game-saving play. I can't remember. I can't remember what it was, but was it college? What happened in college this year?
Ohio State slapped everybody. It wasn't no close. Ohio State slapped everybody.
Was it against what happened with Arizona State?
Oh, that was the game here in Atlanta with Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened at the end?
The kid from Arizona State dropped that pass.
That's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Allowed Texas to move on. Yeah, they battled back. Should have won that game.
Oh yeah. Of that missed field goal.
He missed that field. I mean, that field goal wasn't even close. He shanked that thing from. I mean, he was super wide left on that.
Super wide left.
He didn't have a chance.
Of course, Scott Norwood too, man. You think about that, you feel for Norwood.
Yeah, this was so crazy. I lost money on that game.
Oh, the Ohio State game?
I was telling everybody that Ohio State gonna beat Georgia. Ohio State gonna beat Georgia. I mean, you trick. Ohio State gonna beat Georgia.
Right.
Dude, I can tell you exactly where we were. Now, that was because it was New Year's Eve. We did midnight. We did midnight workout.
Mm-hmm.
Bring in the New Year, and the game he missed that kick right before midnight, and I couldn't even work out. I was so sick because I'm sitting there like he made the field goal. Now I think I was gonna win like 2,400. Dude, when he lined up, everybody in the gym was sick. They were sitting there like, man, this joker ain't gonna never shut up. Never shut up. Dude, I still see everybody's face when he shanked that kid. Everybody just running around just laughing. I was sitting there like, man, I'm finna go home, man. Never work out. I'm finna go home.
Now, I think the play
for 3.5 quarters, for 4 quarters. CJ Stroud had me looking like a genius.
Stroud was balling that game. And like I always say, man, them jokers got they popped champagne out. Them jokers got lucky though when Harrison went out, because Harrison was killing them.
Yeah, they ain't had no answer for Marvin.
I remember my boy, shout out to Warren, he a Green Bay Packer fan. And when the Eagles played the Packers, we was in a bar. He was in a bar talking mad mess. And it was fourth and 26. And Donovan McNabb dropped back. Remember it? 4th and 26?
It hit Freddie Mitchell.
Hit Freddie Mitchell. Yep. And that's when Freddie Mitchell thought he was a star for the first.
Freddie Mitchell, like, about that time.
Yeah, he was. But yeah, we had to literally carry him out. They had to carry him out, dog. He was just slouching on the bar. He could not move. He don't drink either. Had to carry him out.
That's about like when one of the worst. I gotta tell Glaze to post that picture. When the Falcons lost that Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
When I tell you, we were hosting it. We did a Super Bowl watch party at Live Edge. Parking like up and down the street, man. Cascade would jump for 3 quarters. And Glaze was so crazy. 28-3. Then when the comeback started, Glaze saw that count on his hand. He was like, "Hey man, can the Patriots come back?" I said, "Yeah, man, Tom Brady at quarterback." And it was so funny because we had me, Glaze, Malik, and Kennedy. So they were, because they Falcon fans. Basically, they were sitting there like, so you gonna work the parade. We gonna enjoy the parade. You gonna work the parade. I mean,
right.
Get all these plans. When it was over, as that place cleared out, I gotta find that picture. Glaze just sitting there like he couldn't believe what was going on. I said, "Still need me to work the parade." That boy done talked to me for about 2 days.
You bogus for that. Are you wrong for that, man?
Dude, they had just put me to work. Oh, yeah. You working the parade. You doing this. You doing that. I'm like, hey, man, y'all know Y'all know it's 4 quarters football, right? Y'all know there is Tom Brady. 28-3. I was like, bro, and as that comeback will happen, dude, I can remember I just drank my drink. I was like, hey, y'all, it ain't over.
Bro, I just remember the next day I went to work, and I remember I was sitting there, and I was just like, "Yo," I was like, "Is the CEO here today?" It was like, and one of the supervisors was like, "No, why you say that? Why is everybody so quiet?" And oh, that's right, bruh. You would have thought, you know how when the CEO come, everybody just quiet, no chatter, everybody's just doing their work. Dog, that's how it was. When I say it was nothing, they were sick.
Amen.
I couldn't imagine being. See, I was sick with the Bears when in 2006, the Super Bowl that year, because Hester ran it the first kickoff back. I was like, I'm running across all over the neighborhood, and then we got an interception on Peyton and went up 10. I'm like, oh, it's a wrap. See, he ain't ready. And bruh, I couldn't watch Sports Center.
Amen.
But like, I don't think I watched Sports Center all summer long, dog. I could not watch sports. I couldn't watch Sports Center, dog. I couldn't watch.
Dude, I got so much traction out the fact of losing that Super Bowl. Like to this day, Erica still can't watch the game. If Erica flipping the channel and it's on NFL Network, Erica she just turn her TV off.
That's how I do. Yeah, that's what I do.
She should just turn the TV off. If you bring it up, Erica fight you.
Oh yeah, I knew that was horrible. No, forget that. I'm gonna tell you what's worse than all of that. And I was on my way to Chicago. 2004. You had to bring that year up. 2004. I was on my way to Chicago in October. And I was going to be there for when the World Series was going to start. And we was up 3-1. Make sure I watch what I say because I'm getting mad now thinking about it.
Yeah.
And this I don't care what this ninja nerd sitting at the edge of foul ground, and a pop fly goes up, and Moises Alou go up. Not Moises. What's his? Moses Alou. Moses. Yeah, go up to catch the foul ball. And this nerdy,
yeah, man.
I don't know who he was. Let me see if I can catch it.
Yeah, dog, he did
Interfered, dog. When I tell you, that was the first person in my life. Probably, I felt like I thought I wanted to kill.
Feel like you hated him.
I hated him. I said when I hated him.
My grandma always say, never say the word hate. Say immensely dislike.
No, right. I would never say hate, but that was the first time.
That's the closest you can get to hate. You can immensely dislike an individual.
I wanted to.
Yeah, man.
Bruh, I was sick. That was the sickest feeling. When the last time the Cubs got to the World Series, and we were 3-1, and he did that. And you just
changed the whole series.
You saw it just falling apart.
Changed the whole series.
I almost cried, dog.
Yeah.
I almost cried. Let's stop talking about this. We're going through memory bad names. But anyway, yeah, so I just made me think about that. Really, it was about who we felt sorry for. You watch them, how you felt their pain. Like, yeah, like I'm saying, with Scott Norwood, it's so messed up with Scott Norwood. I don't know what's worse is Scott Norwood missing it that wide, or when they show the camera angle, they make it like He barely missed it. When they show it from the back, it don't look like he barely missed it.
Like he just missed the upright.
Like it just missed the upright. But when you watching a real, he was like 15 feet. I was like, dang, I thought it was closer to that.
He like my golf shot.
So I can only imagine how he feel every time you see that to make it seem like he almost made it, but yeah, man. Anyway, man, another great show, man.
Wow.
Good stuff. Well, I hate the Red Sox and stuff. We know you do.
Of course you do. Of course you do.
Yeah, I know that was horrible too, dog.
Shout out to Nomar.
Yeah, it was that 3-zip. Right, 3-zip.
Al, just imagine when the Braves, we was up 2-0 on the Yankees. Young Andrew Jones, 19 years old, is knocking the cover off the baseball, and we proceed to lose 4 straight.
Oh yeah, that was
sick. I told you that. I'm like, man, do Derek Jeter hit everything like that?
That's what one of the guys was saying at the at the game yesterday. Derek Jeter hit everything. Like it's
bruh.
Perfect baseball.
I'm telling you, he must have went 15 for 15. That worse.
He was bad like Deion did in that Minnesota Twins. Remember Braves played the Twins that World Series, and Deion was like hitting like 700 or something. It seemed like.
Yeah, then they Benjamin Lonnie Smith got caught. He got duped. It's time to go, man. Now I'm mad again. Now I'm mad. Now I'm mad.
I remember that. Oh, man, I remember that. All right, man.
Y'all do understand the Braves gave away like 7 World Series.
Yeah.
We should have won every World Series in the 90s.
Real quick, what was worse? That one with Lonnie or Romo?
Lonnie, because we were actually in the World Series. Yeah. Romo, I mean, that's damn. Now,
we found out. Yeah, we found out what was really going on.
Right, but now the Dez non-catch, even though and Dez caught them all.
Oh,
that hurt.
That's the one. Oh,
that was the Super Bowl team. Nobody was beating that team.
Because
nobody was beating that team.
And y'all got cheated. It wasn't like somebody dropped it. Y'all got cheated.
And then the NFL had a nerve next year to make it a catch now. No, man. No. This man made 2 football moves. 3.
And 3.
And he was trying to dive to get in the end zone.
He caught it.
Dog.
Took a step 2, then he dove. Yeah, dog. That was, yeah.
I remember seeing Al Harris at the airport. Never forget this. So Al Harris at the airport. I was like, I got to go. I got to either I'm going to ask him or I'm going to swing on him. I better go ask him. I'm going to grab his house.
Shout out to Al because Al with the Bears now, so I'm good with him.
He left the Cowboys doing the coach chain.
Yeah.
I said, Mr. Harris, how you doing? Cowboy fan. He just fell out loud. He said, I already know where you're going with this. The day is caught. He said, shh. Not only did he catch it, I almost scored. I just walked away. That's
what I asked Hubert Davis that, man. That phantom foul they called in 94 on Pippen when he fouled Hubert Davis. I asked Hugh about that. He just started laughing. Oh man, I ain't gonna talk about that. So he get away, dog, before you miss about 5 more games, dog. Because sick. I don't know if Vince still in there. And Vince was watching that in Chicago. When I tell you, he probably was in college then. In Chicago, when I tell you I didn't watch the rest of that series. We were spoiled. Remember, we at least made the Eastern Conference Finals 89, 90, 91, 92, 93.
Yeah.
And 94 without Jordan, we about to get in there game 7. We about to go to the Eastern Conference Finals again, which would have got to, I believe would have beat Indiana. And they call that phantom foul. Bro, I didn't watch the rest of the playoffs. I can't tell you what happened in that Knicks-Houston game, that Knicks-Houston series in the finals. I didn't watch none of that.
Yeah.
None of that. I couldn't watch basketball and I was sick. It was like,
Dude,
yeah, ain't nothing
Yeah.
like being cheated. I understand. I feel you, Mace.
bruh. That just made me think about like I think the sickest I probably been like for a sporting event. Night Buster Douglas knocked out Mike Tyson.
Oh yeah,
Dog, we was in my uncle basement. Uncle used to have these crazy dope fight parties.
Mhm.
The look on everybody's face watching Mike Tyson lay on that floor and trying to find his mouthpiece. That was like the unthinkable. Like nobody thought Mike Tyson could lose.
yeah. I remember that. I remember that.
Dude. And it was so crazy. My uncle kept saying they asked it about like 7 rounds. My uncle like, no, Mike Tyson gonna lose his fight. We like, no, man. Mike don't lose. Bro, Buster Douglas would get Buster Douglas. And then you get the backstory. Buster didn't have nothing to lose. Mike Tyson was wilding.
You heard Bobby talking about that? Heard Bobby Brown talking about that? Yeah, wow.
They was outside wilding.
Outside, dog.
Wow.
Outside, man. Man,
So,
but
I'm sad all over again, man.
yeah, my bad, man. I ain't mean to go there. I was talking about other folks. I ain't mean to talk about us, but
I'm gonna go watch. I'm gonna go watch that World Series. I'm gonna go watch Game 2. Andrew Jones was just hitting the cover off the baseball. I'm just think Brave won it. They won 2-0. They won the World Series.
I remember that.
Sick.
Thought it was a wrap. Yeah, bro. All right, man. Another great show, man. Had so much fun, man. And we're gonna do it again next week, man. And you know how we get down. You know how we got to do it.
Sick.
Yeah, my bad, man. Hopefully this music cheers us up, man. Y'all hear this music? Probably know what it means. It means it's time to let you go. But before we let you go, we have a couple shout outs, and stay tuned because you might be part of it. First off, I'm going to give a shout out to the Almighty God for giving me this platform to do what I do, say what I say, make you all upset, mad, want to give me the stop it button. God, I appreciate you. Mace Knicks just won 91-90. Something happened again. I don't know, something big happened, but they won 91-90. They up 2-0, dog.
Going back to New York.
Going back to New York. Tatum, 13 points, 5 for 19. He had 14 rebounds and 5 assists, though. 3 steals and a block, but they need you to score, dog. Anyway, also, man, shout out to my homie, Mace. Anything you want to say, dog?
Hey, man, listen. My daughter, my oldest baby, is officially out my pockets. She get a medal. I know she ain't out my pockets, but y'all just let me have it.
Right.
Graduating, she's getting a master's on Saturday from University of North Carolina in Charlotte. She already got a full-time job. She is out my pocket. Just let me have that for the day, y'all. Just let me have that for the day. Yeah. Happy.
Yes, also, man, shout out to Dr. Donnie Fire III. Cousin coming on. Yes, sir. Coming on, man. We appreciate you, Doc. Also, shout out to everyone who was in the chat room, man. Appreciate
I'm gonna go put my Timbs on, yo.
Mo Lester, right? SNS. We had Cuz Greg. We had Vince. We had Ab. Shout out to
Everybody
Ab.
in that thing.
Everybody was in that thing, man. Marlon. Shout out, man. Shout out to y'all, man. And anybody else I missed, and if y'all listen to it as a podcast, shout out to y'all too. Shout out to my beautiful children, my lovely children, my nieces, nephews, aunties, uncles, brothers, sisters, cousins, grandparents, play cousins. Hey, love on family. Let family know that you love them. Let family know why they still can feel it, why they alive.
For sure.
Also, man, watch sports. Got all weekend. Still got the NBA playoffs tonight. We got NHL hockey been dope too. You got Major League Baseball. You got WNBA starting back up, man. College baseball. Hey, till next week. Oh, eat good, drink responsibly. Till next week, same time, same show, same crazy host, same sports nonsense. When you miss me, I'm out. Peace.
We go.
Yo.
What up, y'all? You know who it is, your boy Kiss. Right now, you checking out the 3-point conversion.